And action. Is that so? Why didn't you tell me before? Are you telling me that 41 is not the middle of Rubik's Cube? It's a what? It's a number. It's a number that pushes the button so that it can move in the middle of Rubik's Cube. You see, 41, I'm not going to show it to you here yet, but 41, when you count on your telephone 1 to 9 and keep on going, you should end up, 36 ends up on the 9 side, so 37, 38, 39. Did I get that right? Oh, I hope I did. Anyways, then if you would count after that, 42 would be beta, 3, 44, and 45 would be right smack center on the 5. 45, the 4 angle of 5. I'm going to try and hopefully get to it in this cassette. Oh, there's so much happening. I'm going up and down. I'm in the world. I'm out of the world. Just crazy stuff. You know, it doesn't even make any sense. But it does make all the sense. It just makes all the sense in the world to me. Because, hey man, I'm living it. This is the greatest life I've ever had. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I had a difficult time for 6 years, but I guess that was the connecting period. And hopefully I'm through that, because it seems like I am. I understand that I can't rush through everything, and there's a chance that I'm too much tilted to one side or the other, and most of you already told me that my boat is ready to sink, and I much appreciate it. I had a little word squabble today. Something got to my nerves really, really bad. Somebody throwing something at me. Didn't like that very much. It's like a verbal attack, you know. Somebody threw. So I said to the guy, "You're an idiot." And he says, "What? I said, "You sound like a duck." He says, what? I said, "You sound like a duck again." Holy crap. Let's want to discuss the situation. Come on down, we'll discuss it. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm going to take your side. But you got to know why. Anyways, I'm going to show you a few short skits of things. I did 2 cassettes on Facebook because it hasn't been going well over here lately. Oh, and I thought they were fantastic. You know what I'm thinking? It's the time of the Crystal Skulls. Can you imagine if the Mississippi split? Just check the split. Check the angles. Go look out at it's very simple. Go look at the highways, the way everything is set up, how the Mississippi is set up, how it splits 55 and 65. What if the ground's just somehow, is there any space there where they can just split open and the Mississippi can widen or something? And all of a sudden, how deep have you ever dug out there? Because maybe there's a spaceship underneath the ground of the Mississippi. And the oceans, have you checked your lobsters lately? Lobster tails and lobster claws. Why? Because it's a signal. What's underneath the ocean? Doesn't anybody know? When the ocean floor splits and rises, it causes a tsunami. Did you know that? It sure does. The ocean opens, the ship moves out. We don't see it. It's all through the tsunami. And it's up. It came into the world and it went out through a storm, and into a storm and out through a storm. Right underneath the ocean. What's going on the moon right now? A lot of transmission. What do you think is going to pop up underneath your ground? Think of it. What's in the mountains? What are the mountains made of? What do they look like? Is it a dice cube? Which dice cube is it? You see, if you don't know the cube, you don't know how it's sliced or diced, well, you don't know how to do it. I slice and I dice, and I do it so nice. And I do it only to the alphabet, the letters and numbers and signs and designs and shapes and anything you want. Anyways, here's something I'm going to show you. It's a little bizarre. Okay? The reason is, at the top, it's actually a 5 and a 2. And I'm trying to figure out if Matt had to play a game of heaven, he's going to need 8 corners and run a game of 80. 8 times 8 is 64. Well, the only game of 8 corners, okay, actually, is right here. Okay? The small game, where the corners are triangles, okay, if you put those triangles together, you get mug and dubbins. It's like they're flipped into paper, right? It's like the paper is flipped in. Or you can take the square root, okay, and you go 40. Life of an angel. You take the long root, Okay, you break it down into a stop sign. Okay, it's the life of heaven. You got 8 corners there, but you can't go up and down. You go east or west or up and down. You don't do both. First of all, if you're watching this cassette and you're a human and you don't know anything about the angel inside your mind, well, you're going east and west. You're the east side boy and he's the west side boy. The number count will tell you that for sure. East, E-E-E-A-S-T. First of all, it starts off with 5 and 1, 2 odd numbers making 6, the one spirit. As the 5 connect, 6. So we are because of the 6 islands. There's 6 islands and there's 6 islands. Oh, there's other islands, but we're not going to go on to that yet. Another question is, how in the world should we really play the game? Can you count the corners here? There are 6. There's 6 corners in a 5. Okay? Why did I tell you that? I don't remember. I'm going to go back to the last page and show you. This is everything you get from drawing one line, okay, on the side of a 5 and the other side of a 7. The 7 turns into a triangle. So you say it says 9 triangles. Okay, then you, okay, so, excuse me, just stop right there. So it says 9 triangles. Okay, now, one of the reasons for 5775 being the year, I know I'm a little all over the place, but one of the reasons for 5775 for being the year is because 5 and 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 5 and 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. Man, you just rolled what? Isn't that is that 8 to 1 in craps? Isn't that the number of heaven? 5775. So we roll the number of heaven, and what do we get? What? 8 to 1. We're back in. We're back. So, anyways, there's so many things. Heinz 57. One of the reasons for Heinz 57 is because God is the odd numbers, and the 5 hole is where the 1 dot goes, where they caused the 7 islands. But the 7th island is the transfer island. So I've got all the, you know, like the spaceships look like in Star Wars. Well, something like that. Don't think that those Star Wars spaceships don't exist, because I have designed a few that are similar, but a little rounded out like butterflies. Anyways, another thing for 5775 is because it's 57. We always say it, 2012, 2010. Well, it's 57 and 57. So we go 7 versus 7 because they're the first ones. So we go 7.7. You put a dot when the sentence is ended. But you're putting a dot between the 2 7 islands. The dot between the 2 7 islands is the 41.5 position. Okay? When you say 55, 5.5, now you put your other dot, okay, the angel dot, also in the same position. Now you're both in the same position. Now it doesn't matter which way it goes. As long as you stay there, you're with your angel. And all you got to do is look up. And you're in heaven. Because that's the number, 5775. Again, I'm going to show you this. Oh my God. The angel skies are the western skies. Where are those western skies? Where's the western skies? Is it the wild, wild west? WWW 69? That's what it is. 234669. WWW. Angel and man. How can you give one 6 and the other one 9? 9 and 6 is 15. One spirit of man. 1 and 5 is 6. That's how you do it. Because it works out. It has to work out. Everything was made by numbers. In fact, it wasn't even made by numbers. It was made by dots. Dashes and dots. Morse code. Oh my God, I think that's the calculate how they do it in the Mayan calendar too. D D D D da 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 D D D da 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 D da D D D. Then they made music. They had a lot of fun. The 4 X's is the phrase 41. You see where you are? You have 4 on the outside and the 5 on the inside. Okay, now you're connected to God. Now all you got to do, okay, is connect this line that comes across here. And that's on 42, it doesn't happen, because on 42, it goes right here. Then it's 43, it's the X. And it goes to, in fact, I think it goes 42, 44. God doesn't count in this one. 44, the angel, and then automatically it goes to the man next. So that would be 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And that means it starts at 47. And, well, it's 47 because it has to, you only really can go to here. This is your rebirth in heaven. It brings you right up to the 5. This is 47 years old. At 41 and 7 months, in the month of May, the 5th of May of 2005, 555, that's when it all happened. They had the revelation. It all began. And then it went on to 555 later, and we were at 10, 10, 10. Now we're working up to 666. Anniversary, November 10th and 11th of this year. Something has happened each and every time. It's a little weird because it doesn't always happen the same to everybody. For everybody it's different. For me, last year, what happened is I started all these YouTubes. And boom! Woke up in the middle of the night and I was drawing and writing and doing and I was moving. And I just believed everything I said, but I didn't understand much of it and I didn't watch many of my videos. And now, do I understand it a lot more? I understand it a lot more. I can even tell you why and how come Pink Floyd sang that song, How Many Bricks on the Wall. First of all, Pink Floyd had to mix with the white purity of the background of God and his red spirits. Don't forget, we always leave out the background. Is it blue today? Is it black? Is it red? Which background is it? What public figure are you actually playing with? Look at this. 2 hearts, but one is dark. Look at the card. They're telling the story right in the card. Take a look at that card. Take a look at the back of the card. The matrix, my friends. It crosses and crosses. It draws the dog, the face, the X. Whatever you can't see and you do see, you can see what I can't see, but whatever you don't see, there's something missing in there. Can you figure it out? I'm going to leave it up to you. There's just one item missing, okay? Try and figure one out. Oh yeah, and the bicycle cards, oh my God, that's exactly the way it goes. Jupiter just spins us around, and then we're hung up where the bicycle seats are. We're hung up again against there again, and we're intertwining and moving in this wireless matrix of a Lord we've never seen and don't actually know his name, but I call him Ohio, because he doesn't say the H, and he doesn't say who, so hi-oh, who is you, I-O? You must be a farmer, E-I-E-I-O. I'm going to get into that next time. Okay, what am I up to next? We went through the cross. I'm going to go over this a little bit more in case you didn't understand, okay? There's 8 corners. Every time there's a corner, okay? In here we're using a triangle. Because there's many, I'm not explaining it to you somebody else's way. I'm explaining it to you the simple way. Because there's many, many, many other ways, and I have to see more games to know. So, you see these 2 triangles, okay? Do you know if this one moves inside of that one, and that one moves inside of that one, and they all move inside of each other, it ends up to be a pie. More like a pyramid pie, okay? When you see a door open this way and fold this way and move this way, that's the way the system works, okay? The thing is, it's very small. How small? What do you mean small? What do I mean small? Take a look at this DNA. You see that trapped X-Man in there, missing one leg and missing one arm in the top? Well, do you know how small that is? You can't see it. You can't even see what's in your body, how small it is, and you're trying to figure out if God can make it smaller? Don't you know the month of March is the month of ants? Isn't that the Easter bunny for the angel of birth? In the 3rd month of God of creation? Doesn't it make any sense that it would be, what, on the 3rd week? Is it not Easter? You give me a date and a holiday and I'll explain to you why. As easy as a pizza pie. For some reason, it's just going really good today. And I really thank you for listening to what I had to say. And if you got anything to say, just go ahead and say it. Hey, we're all in the same place together, right? Enjoy. Thank you. Be well. All right? 7286.